So you want to make a shape key. Well, what you got to do, first make sure that you're in object mode, which you can select in the top left here. You can change all your different modes. Then you want to go over to the right. It might be a little bit difficult to see, it cuts off just a bit. But there should be a plus here, and you can do add shape. So let's, you can double click it. Let's name it, I don't know, what should we call it? Let's just do tail, shall we? We'll make something very, very simple with the tail. And then you set that value to 1. I'm going to delete my previous one because I don't want it. It's dumb. Okay, apparently not. Alright, never mind. So, now that you've set your value to 1 and you've added something, what you got to do next is make it. So you're going to edit mode here. Obviously this is already what we've had previously selected, so you don't have to worry about that. By the way, if you want to zoom in and out, it's Control, and then you use your mouse. If you want to just rotate it around, you can just use the middle mouse button. Or alternatively, these buttons, which I find quite helpful. And then you'll have to forgive me, I've been in Unity, so I'm forgetting my shortcuts. If you want to drag it around like this, it's Shift, and then the middle mouse button. There we go, get it into 3D mode. If you want to get it back into that 3D view, by the way, so like you've pressed something, you're like, oh shit, I can't see it. You just click the middle mouse, and there you go. So, let's say for this one we want to make something, I don't know, pretty dumb. We'll just select that. You can also, I think you can also put mirror mode on, but it depends entirely on the actual model. So this model where I don't think it has a mirror modifier, you will need to select everything individually. Again, I'm just shift selecting. It's currently on the rotate tool, which I don't want right now. So I'm just gonna shift select this whole box, and then as a result, you wanna undo that. And you can do that by pressing, if you want to minus stuff that you've selected, you press Control, and then you just select whatever you want to take off. I am also on face select, which will select the whole face. I personally just find it easier, so I can just do this and it gets rid of the whole thing. I'm going to double check that we haven't got anything on the front here, which is fine. Okay, I just want to make sure that I don't have anything selected other than the tail, because otherwise you're going to make a bit of a problem for yourself. As you can see, all of this is now selected, and we don't want it. We don't want it to be selected. I'm just going to double check to make sure that there's nothing in here which I've accidentally got. Seems to be okay, so I'm gonna go with that. We want to finish selecting the rest of our tail and deselecting the butt, because we don't want anything from the butt. At least not from this example. Oh, whoa. So, I'm going to make sure, shield your eyes, my Christian children. I'm going to make sure that the butt is not selected, because I don't want to select the butt, I want to select the tail. So again, back onto face select. There is a way that you can select the whole section, like whatever it's attached to, by pressing Control L. But as you can see for me, the model is combined into one big thing, so it'll select the whole model, which I do not want. So for now, I'm quite happily to just do the individual edges. It is a bit of a pain, but it does work. Ma'am, I pressed Control and then I got rid of you. Why are you adding? So I'm going to do the tail, because obviously this is attached to the body. They have made it pretty nice. Because usually what people will do with tails is they'll just kind of, they'll make them and then they'll hide the tip of the tail inside the body, which this does not have, as you can see. Like usually on other models, you will find that the tail kind of comes inside here and then gets smaller and smaller and smaller. We are not doing that because this is not how the model is made. So now that we've selected this, let me just rest of it very, very roughly. We don't want it to be perfect for this example because obviously it's going to look like crap anyway. Because, you know, I'm just doing it really, really roughly, really quickly to give you a vague idea of how you do it. And then say you want to, I don't know, make the tail come out. Like make it longer. Like on the move tool. And you do this. And it'll stretch the tail. And as you can see, where it's attached to the model, it will pull on the rest of the mesh. So whatever it's attached to will also pull. But if you wanted to, like, I don't know, rotate the tail up or down, you can do that as well. And then you, I don't know, you want to, you want the tail to break? That's fine, you can do that. Now you have something where the tail will break. So you come from here, back into object mode to test it. And now you can turn it off, or you can turn it on. You have made a blend shape in Unity, or a shape key in Blender.